Yes, yes, people. Big up and good morning to everyone locked in. Big up to the ladies, man. Big up to the gentlemen's in the building. Guys, before we get started, make sure you guys are smashing the like, man. Hey, let's run the likes up and let's get it, man. Savages in the building. Obviously, today, because Sav, I don't know if you looked at the comment section of the last video, but bro.
No, I didn't look at all, so be interesting.
Yeah, the man them are saying, yeah, I don't like our savages laugh, smiling too much. G, these men are like Barca, Real Madrid fans more than Liverpool fans. You know what I mean? I agreed. I don't know. I felt like you man were too happy yesterday. So.
Can you bring the comments up?
Hold on. Let me have a look, please, boss. Bear with me. Let me see. Where am I? Let's go to the. Still one of my favorite Liverpool kits you got on. Still, but
it's cold, man.
Yeah, cold, man.
See, I'm like waiting for the last kit to drop before Liverpool season blood.
Hold on. Share my screen, blood. You know, one of them one they gotta share the screen and that. Yeah, cool. There we go, man. Yeah, that's too small. Pause. Let's go to this. Yeah. Why is my mouse moving like I can't click it? Yeah, blood. Let me zoom in, you know what I mean, blood? Zoom in, man. Okay. Man said K-Man gets on every channel and have a different opinion. This guy
Mystique, you know.
Mystique, that's crazy. I think also to say 7G are Madrid and Barca fans, respectfully, first before they are Liverpool fans.
I will say, because he's put a laughing emoji, he knows that ain't true. Especially with G, because G doesn't even mention Barca that often.
Hey, Saf, you see G's video this morning, bro. Man did a Barca preview.
Yeah, what's wrong with that, bro? But that's just this morning. Like, there's not. I don't think you can find another Barca preview on his channel apart from when he did the Pedro thing where it's like the four teams from the different leagues, and with like Marseille and all that. Apart from that,
the video before that was a Pedri one, still.
Okay, but he's got Nottingham Forest videos on his channel.
I hear that.
So, and his channel's called GTV. It's GTV football. It's not called GTV Anfield bullshit, blood. You get me? So that's fine.
Where is that? Zabira got me in tears. Man's a pro troller. Okay, there we go. Mad Red LFC. I don't really expect Sav to come on here and feel like most Liverpool fans. He's a Madrid fan. Guys, come on stream with Bellingham and Trent background. I can't take him seriously when it comes to Liverpool. But he did have a laughing emoji as well about that. So
yeah, big up to him, man. And his name starts with Mad Blood. So anything that starts with Mad says mental illness, but you know, like that. Anyway.
Mad.
Yeah, man just have to realize, innit? I don't take my life too serious, bro. There was a period where like Liverpool could, you know what I mean? One bad result could depress a weekend, blood. You get me? I'm just not trying to take myself too serious. You might want to cry over Trent and that, blood. Just know that even if Trent stays or Trent goes, man's still a millionaire living his life, blood, and you're crying on that. You get me? That's the truth of the matter. So, when man said they don't really expect Sav to come in here and feel like most Liverpool fans, you don't know how I feel, blood. I'm a grown man, bro. I'm not showing man how I feel, blood.
You need to feel Sav, man. None ain't feeling.
This is entertainment, bro. This is entertainment, bro. Like my feelings are for me and my missus, blood. I'm not. It's entertainment, so I get it though. I get it. But the fact it warranted comments is what, you know what I mean? It's what I was meant to do. I troll, use like comment, Ends gets engagement. We all win. You know them way there.
Everyone wins, bro. Everyone wins. And then what? Hey, Trevor, big up to him. He's the only one I said basically liked Semenyo, my little take on Semenyo, bro. He agreed, man. I respect it.
Semenyo's cold, bro.
Yeah, Bruno is an absolute spaceman. That's spaceman. I've never heard anyone call someone a spaceman.
I heard that in school, blood.
Wow, did we ever use spaceman in school? Wasteman, yeah, spaceman. That means you're just out here, like you're just out doing whatever.
My man came on with the accent as well, blood.
I think that's it. There was no other one. Let me just like this one as well. Big up, man. Big up for the comments, man. You guys already know.
You know, like that respect to, well, not respect, but you get what I'm saying.
Respect, blood.
I was about to say respect to the man them in the comment section and that, but no respect. You get me? It's not really that.
Nah, respect the man them and the ladies in the comments, man.
It's not really my thing, but you get me. You have to
Big up.
earn that little piece and that. I'm trying to create, you know what I mean? I'm trying to create a generation of new men blood. You know what I mean? The weak ones have to die blood. Conquer and survive, you know, like that, bruv. Battle of the fittest blood. Survival of the strongest blood. You know them wait day, bro.
We don't live in the Tartarian realm, though. We live in the 21st century, bro.
Nah, man, listen. I hear it, bro, because I see as well. Man, them think that when I respond to them on the stream that I'm triggered by their comments. Let me just tell you that, bro. I ain't triggered by any of your comments, bro. I like responding, innit? I find it funny, bro. If you comment stupid, you don't get response, so you take it as a compliment. But sometimes I just, you know what I mean? Me and my man yesterday, notorious piggy face and that blood, we went back and forth and
I think that was a great back and forth, to be fair, man.
Yeah, but guess what, bro? Like, I'm not taking it serious, bro, because we did a stream in the morning, we done another one, and I weren't like, oh, you're a dickhead and that. I don't care. You get me? And now to my man who just popped in and said, no, not so you're just a troll, fair enough. No, I'm an intelligent man who likes to troll people sometimes, bro. If I see a string, I'll pull it. That's my thing, bro. Remember, I'm not the regular internet troller. You, man, blood, with no profile pics. My whole face is here, bro. Like, I can't hide. I'm not one of them, like, who just say stuff behind the keyboard and don't ever show their face. No. I just like to troll sometimes. If I see a string, I can't help but pull it. If there's a glass on the edge of a table, I might just tip it over. But I'm like a cat, bro. I just knock it over, bro.
Can't help myself. I can't help myself.
I can't help myself, bro. Neither can you. You're worse, though.
But I don't have that attached to me. I get the other side attached. You get the troll attached. I get the Salah hate attached. That's my attach when it's not true. But it is what it is. There's nothing. But I am a troll as well.
I might as well address this now, because this is another thing and that, where people think saying something. Shoot the man with the sunglasses indoors. First of all, these are prototypes that I made myself with my own money, bro. They're not sunglasses. I made them look like this. Okay, so I used to wear this. So I've got channels with thousands of videos, and for about 1,000 of videos, I have no glasses on. Yeah, and then my whole life, most of my jobs are in front of. I'm editing videos. I'm editing adverts. I'm editing YouTube videos. I'm editing thumbnails. So I'm in front of these screens all day, and if I put the blue filter on, it ruins how I'm trying to think. So I put the blue filter on the other side of the glasses. They're prototypes. I got about 10 pairs of them, and I wear them. They're not sunglasses. I have sunglasses for when I go outside in the sun. Yeah? But if you think it's sunglasses, cool. No, wait there. That's fine, bro.
There you guys have it. You get your answer there, bro. You get your answer. Big up to everyone already locked in. Guys, smash the likes on the way in. Let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. Tyler DIBLING, the dribbler, the left footer, the young 19-year-old whippersnapper. Southampton have said, yo, listen, if you guys want our player, he is worth £100 million. Do you know how mad this is, bro? Then they're close to getting relegated and they stamped a price tag. They're like, I know for a fact. So in the article, they also said that there's 14 English teams. I'm like, 14? Like Premier League teams that are inquiring about him. We are one of them that are seriously interested in him. But these men said, listen, if you're interested and you want this player, you're looking at 100 million. My question, Sav, is this brother worth 100 million? Because I don't think so. But boy.
All right, Tyler DIBLING, yeah. I rate him a lot. I think he's a good up-and-coming player. The first time I saw him was in the Premier League 2, I think, for Chelsea.
Right.
Around that time when homeboy from Kobe Mano and that was playing.
Cool.
I think he's a good footballer. 100 mil. If I step back and actually think of what they say when it comes to 100 mil, is he worth it? One way is you're worth what people pay for you, innit? So I can put whatever price tag on a player, and if you pay for it, then he's worth it. I.e. Jack Grealish. I thought Jack Grealish was a great player, but 100 mil is crazy. Declan Rice, 100 mil, crazy. But people are willing to pay it, then he will be. I don't think anyone's willing to pay 100 mil for Diblin, not one person. But putting it at 100 mil, knowing that they're definitely getting relegated, by the way. So putting it at 100 mil means that when people go into negotiations, they're gonna have to start a little bit higher than they would before. Because before they might try and start off with a young 20 mil and it ends up at 30. Now they're gonna have to go in with 40s and shit like that. And then it might end up at 50 even, which is crazy because I think Palmer went to Chelsea for 50, innit?
Mm-hmm.
But there's an argument because he had a great season, Palmer, the first season at Chelsea, but the season before that, at Man City, when he was getting like little appearances here and there in Club Brugge, Diblin played more games than he has at Man City. Diblin's played more at Southampton. But yeah, I don't see anybody paying 100 mil. And Southampton just chancing it because they're definitely get relegated. And they would rather have as much money as they can going into the Championship so they can build up the team and come straight back up in it. So, but for me, in an ideal world, and with all due respect to Diblin, I think if you paid 35 mil for him, that's a really good fee. Like a really good fee. And even you think of like, players that we've sold down the line before, what Edward sold to like Bournemouth and that. I think at one point, Jordan Ibe was Bournemouth's most expensive signing ever, in it, and it was only like was it like 15? It wasn't even much, was it? At the time?
Weren't even much, yeah.
And then Solanke was like 15 or something like that. So when I think of like Solanke and then I think of him, I'm like, nah, Solanke was ahead of this guy. So I think 35 mil, that's a really good price for them. Really, really good price. Anything after that, 40 max, if you believe in his ability going forward, because of his age as well. But nah, they're trolling, man, bro.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at some of the comments in there from the guys and stuff, but like, let's go 100 million, no thanks from like Trudon, and where's the other one? I saw like 30 million max. Yeah, I think 30 million is a good price tag. Dustin said, "Wow, rumor, bruv, it's mad." I don't think it's a rumor in terms of his value. I think they will value him at that because they know, like what Savage just said. I think now clubs have to come into the negotiation at a higher level than what they would have thought, because they thought maybe relegation, let's just test the water, maybe like a little young 15. But if they're saying he's 100 million and that's what they value him at, teams might have to come in at like 50 or 60 just to test to see what the water. And they go, okay, these men have come in at 50, 60.
Yeah, exactly.
Even let's see if we can hike it up a bit more. How serious are you about getting the player? Even like Hash saying in the chat, for me, 65 million or most, I think that's even way too much.
Yeah, because
he's a relegation player as well.
He's 19, isn't it?
19, yes.
I'll be honest, but like he started the season off better than it's gone on. And at one point I thought, oh, you know what? He might cook it. I remember definitely the game against Man U. I think they lost 3-0, but he was tearing them up. But I swear, if I'm correct, bro, and I'm not a goal and assist guy, but I'm talking about when it comes to negotiation, he doesn't have goals and assists to put on the table and go, listen, this one work. I think he's scored like 2 goals.
2 goals in the Prem and no assists.
See, like for somebody who's in that ilk, you'd have to have a little bit more to put on the table. Now, Palace did the same thing with Wharton, and well, actually, let me be fair to Palace. I saw that come from the internet before I seen Palace say anything about Wharton.
Okay,
everyone else tried to say it was 100 mil, and I couldn't believe it at the time because we had I don't want to get the kid's name wrong, but remember we used to have the not Jay, but the other young kid who used to come on. He was a Liverpool fan, and the calling.
Yeah.
He came on, and you remember one time he was like, "Oh yeah, Wharton 100 mil definitely," and I was like, "What?" And that was when there was all the hype about Wharton going into the England squad, and then for a whole year everyone forgot about Wharton. And now everyone's just brought up again. But this is the new wave now. This is football. It's gone crazy, bro. I don't think, as football fans, even though a lot of us don't care properly, like I don't really care. It's not my money. But even them battles that we used to get into, like, oh, that much money for him, that's crazy. Remember when 45 mil for Ox was too much, and Arsenal were trolling us and all that. And now man are talking about Diblin for 100 mil. Time to change.
Do you know how mad that is for real? Like, SWAT, they didn't want to pay the extra for like a Suarez going for like 4. And I know times are changing, there's inflation and stuff like that.
You're right.
But
you could go. For a fact, we know this, bro. We can go take that 100 mil, go South America, and come back with 5 players, bro. Better than Diblin.
Nah, that's so true.
Yeah,
you could probably go and get the right back that everyone's ranting and raving about as well. Quickly. Wesley, yeah. Can't go
Brazilian.
again. Yeah, the
Funny that
Brazilian.
everyone raved on about him because I saw that one game, the first one, and then they played Argentina the game after. Nobody mentioned him again because you saw the Argentina game.
Yeah.
It's Jim McAllister running these man ragged blood. So his price went up and dropped in the next game, but within 2 days, blood. You see Enciso's goal?
Yeah, Enciso's cold still, man. Enciso, blood.
I like him, man.
Why did they loan him out, by the way? Because when he's at Ipswich, right, on loan.
Yeah,
So
he got no game time. He wasn't getting no game time.
Yeah, but bro, I didn't understand that because I thought, nah, this is a cold player, bro. And then when we played Ipswich at the start, and I see them man bring on Enciso, I said, hold on a minute.
Remember, like it was De Zerbi who was playing him the season before, innit? Not so when De Zerbi left. Yeah. And as soon as I saw him go to Ipswich on loan, I was like, Liverpool.
Yeah, that's what.
Liverpool put a little bid in that. But the thing what I said about the South American thing is like over the years we've seen like Enzo Fernandez and Alvarez and all these little players that come. Remember usually the wave is you come from South America, you go to the Portuguese league, play for Benfica, Porto, one of them. You leave there and then you come to the Prem. And we've always said when it comes to Liverpool, we always wait on it. Even Matthias Nunes, same thing. We always wait, and then the person ends up being way more. So Enzo Fernandez left River Plate, I think it was, and he was worth like 5 mil.
5 mil, 8 mil.
Then 20 mil then at Benfica he was worth like 20 mil, 30 mil, something like that. And then Chelsea brought him for like 105 or something. What the bro? That's crazy. You know how crazy that is.
How good did you do? And they brought him after a 6-month stint, not even like
like Caicedo. Caicedo was got brought for 3 mil. He got brought for 3 mil, and then we had that one period, and then the season after he was 100 and whatever. So quick, bro.
Doesn't make sense.
Neymar was 186 mil in pounds. Neymar was. These lot are only 86 mil away from that, without doing anything yet. Obviously, he's English, so there's going to be that for Dibbling and that, but who knows, man. But this is nice, isn't it? We know for this, it'll be the most shocking thing is if somebody actually paid 100 mil for him. That would be crazy, bro.
And bro, I don't know who out there would probably do that, but there will be someone I reckon that would do it.
You think Chelsea have a sell-on for you or not?
Possibly. I think with most of the young talents now, a lot of the clubs, especially when they let them go from a young age, I think they always add that little sell-on price to it there. But shout out to Alan as well for subscribing to the channel, and Maddie from yesterday. Big up for subscribing as well to the channel, man.
You said something yesterday.
What's that?
About Diaz. Right, it weren't just Diaz, but it's about the players playing for their countries and all that stuff. And we didn't really go into McAllister too much. We just spoke about the goal, but it is more for me the positions that he's picking up for Argentina than the game. Because where he scored his goal from was in the box, and he made a late run. Like he never for Liverpool, this kid stays outside the box. And
to add to what you're saying, Sav, every time you do remember like McAllister scoring, it is from those runs into the box. The flick on against Everton. Late run into just late runs. The Madrid one, just little 1-2s, late run into the box. They're all late runs, and he's mastered that. Like he just pops up and he's mad elusive in the box, and for some reason he's good at header.
That pass that Enzo Fernandez made to us was a great pass. That's the pass that McAllister makes to people, but we don't have the runners. Remember, it's always him who does the little dink and stuff, but we don't have it. You might get like 1 or 2 of those a season from Curtis, but you don't. This begs the question with McAllister about the 10 rule still, to be honest, bro, because I don't know, man. He's tenacious in that in his defending, and he gets them little niggly tackles, but it's nothing incredible. Where if you move him from that position, we're gonna miss it. You just have to replace somebody who can do the same thing. But I feel like him up the field, he could unlock stuff a little bit more. I think he thinks a bit faster when he's up the field as well. When he's in that role where he's at now, I hate it sometimes because I really want to ask Liverpool fans this question. You see, everyone does that thing about Curtis, and I accept it now. Yeah, he does hold on to the ball for too long sometimes.
Yeah.
Have man not realised how long McAllister holds on to the ball for? He doesn't just hold on to the ball for time. He slows his whole process down, and it's almost like he forgot that people can run from behind him.
Because it feels like he's always waiting for that press instead of like, bro, you don't need to wait for the press. Just play forward.
Yeah, move the ball on, bro. Man slows his whole shit down. We'll be in transition. This geezer just stops running, bro.
Honestly, I don't know, man. And that's why when I said yesterday, I don't understand why the players, when they go away from us, and it seems like they just flourish even more. And it's not like I'm not trying to diss our manager, diss the way we play or anything like that. It's just like it's hard to just keep seeing it. Every international break, the players go and do well, but when they're like they always, it feels like they just go into a shell as soon as they come back to our team. True, oh no, we need to stick to, and it's like what we said. I think most of these guys, because they're the main guys for their team. Diaz is the captain. He's the main guy to an extent. But he is the main guy. Sobo is the main guy for his country. That they McAllister gets. I don't know if it's freedom more or being able. You got
more freedom when Messi's not playing. It's more freedom for McAllister in it. So he's definitely one of the better players. I think you're right, man. It's the main man. I think people that built this systems kind of around that player. Or a couple of players, because some people it goes the opposite with. Like I think Declan Rice is way better for Arsenal than he is for England. Like he stinks for England.
He's just confined to a DM role, isn't he? Just sits in there.
And he must annoy you, bro, because I know what kind of football you like, bro. A man who can't play on the half turn is crazy, bro. For that much money, bro. This geezer hides behind people. Because if you see him next to Gravenberch, bro. One man shoulder roll and gone, but one man ball to his feet. Man, just give back to the goalkeeper, bro. Hide behind man. I'm like, brother.
Set and move. Just bare wall passes, a set and move, bro. He ain't trying to turn. But to be fair, like it's crazy because then I looked this morning around on Twitter and then I see a compilation of him on the half turn spinning, and I'm like, okay. But I'm like, but you showed like the same game like 3 times within it. So I'm just like,
yeah, he did it. He did it for West Ham a few times, bro. But it's probably weird for Declan Rice as well, because remember at one point he played at centre back as well. So I don't know, man. I don't think shit. I just think that some people just don't play as good for their country, or some people play better for their country and for their league, their team. Rubbish, because there's bare championship players in them lesser teams, isn't it? And they're cold for their country.
Does Gallagher get a call up? Good shout there from
Alexander. I didn't see him, but he should have.
He's actually playing well though.
He's cold, man. He's been good, man.
Maybe the gaffer ain't really looking at him at the moment. But big up to everyone locked in, guys. There's over 70 of you already here, bro. Appreciate it. But the likes ain't liking though, bro, guys, man. Can we you know what I mean? Can we just like the video, please? 27 likes, 71 in the building. Ratio isn't ratioing, man. It's crazy. I'm looking at obviously DIBLING as well, because obviously he's young, he fits the profile, but the price tag is mad. When we played against him, I remember from when we did like the reactions and stuff like that, a lot of the fans, from what I saw in the chat and watching other content creators and stuff, seeing what they were saying, they put massive praise on his performance within those games, and it was like he gave Robbo like a torrid time, X, Y, and Z. But he does fit the profile. But you're looking at we're considering maybe even losing Salah at the moment as it stands, right? So with looking at the goals that DIBLING's got, 2 goals and no assists, I don't think he's the type of player. Like, you still need someone with at least a bit more goal threat to come in to even like not replace Salah, but like take a burden, and then we can shift the goal, around.
I like his teammate better than I like him. Sulemana. I like him better.
Okay. He's
cold, bro. He's like 23. Mad techie, strong, fast. I like him, and he gives you a torrid time, bro. Like, Southampton don't win most of these games, innit? But usually he's the one running people ragged. Actually, both of them, to be fair. But I like him a little bit better, a little bit stronger and stuff. But you are right. You're gonna have to have something else to replace that, because it's almost a gamble at this point. Now, don't get me wrong. We've seen before where if a player has everything and then his output for another team doesn't seem as great, then you might want to check how many shots he's had and how many. And if it's off, then maybe not. But we've had it where we've taken people from another club and then all of a sudden they do get quite a few goals. But 2 is, even with Southampton being rubbish, 2 is kind of like mad. Especially with how the fan base has been costing all of our players. And we've scored like 106 goals or something this season. So
someone would have scored 2. I'm thinking, who in our team that's
we scored 106 goals and the most goals in the Prem, us and Chelsea, I think. So
yeah,
listen, I get it because I'm there as well, but we do give our players a bit of a hard time when you think about it. I'm like, hold on. I sat there the other day, I was like, yo, don't I just apologise, because what standards are we holding them to? There's no one.
No, but the problem is us, and guys in the chat, let me know if you guys agree with this as well. I think the standards we hold the rest of the players to is Salah's. And Salah, you can't hold anyone to his standards because not even better players in the world are even held to that standard. You see what Salah is doing this season, and no one else kind of maybe like Rafinha, and even then from a performance standpoint, Rafinha is there, but even from the GA standpoint, he's not. He's close, but he's not that close. If that makes sense.
I get what you mean.
When we hold our other players to Salah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking because I did that in the video before. When there's an anomaly in someone's squad, like a Salah, who's an attacker on the right wing getting that many goals in that, then I kind of remove them because you said this guy's the world class one, and these guys, why am I saying not a regular guy? They're good footballers, but why would I wouldn't compare whoever to Messi, would I? It just wouldn't be fine. So I usually compare our players to which they're still below on the par, to be honest. But last season in particular as well, I'll just compare them to the other wingers in the league, bro, from the top teams, and we're normally there and thereabouts in it. So Martinelli and Saka's a bit more like on the Salah side, but you can't get that many goals. But Saka and Martinelli and Doku and Grealish and all them, man. That's when you get the, you know what I mean, and then obviously the Chelsea guys as well. Because comparing him to Salah's dumb, but when you compare him to the other guys, it's much closer, bro. And some of ours have scored more, and then it doesn't look as bad, innit? Because for all the flack that these men have got, I'm more pissed off in game. But then you look at like Doku and Grealish and all that, man, and for Big Man City, and it's lower, it's less Martinelli and that. So
it's less in it. Big up to G as well.
Big up.
What do you make of this one though? From ends, we hold our players to the red arrow standards. It's crazy. So the Mane, the Salahs, the Bobby, that's the standards we got.
Michael put in the chat. This is my actual point, bro.
Bro, 11-12, 73 goals. Next top goal scorer was Fabregas.
That's literally the whole. Thank you, Michael. But that's the whole point. I mean, bro, like it's. Don't get me wrong. Just because I don't hold them to Salah standards, don't mean I still hold them to a standard that they're not on par with what they should be, especially like Jota and that. Because I don't hold Jota to Salah's level, but I do hold him to a certain level he should. You know what I mean? And they're below that sometimes. But for the rest of the seasons, no, man. As I said, man, 106 goals and I think it's whatever in the Prem. I don't know. It's us and Chelsea who scored the most goals, and you know what I mean?
You're always gonna have one outstanding guy that stands out in it.
It's just that this disparity between them is kind of crazy, and I think with Salah it's worse this season because he's got so many assists as well. If it was just the goals, people, I don't know. Actually, I don't know. But either way, they've been rubbish. Like this season in particular, I've watched Jota be rubbish on it. Like Jota couldn't fool me if he tried with goals and assists, bro. Because I've seen him stink up the place. Like I said, I watched him for Portugal the other day, and he played straight through the middle, and he was just him, and he was on smoke blood. But by the way, why couldn't you in it? Just why couldn't you in it? I seen the thing drop last night about Isak. Oh yeah, Liverpool's confirmed they're gonna have a conversation with him. If that falls through, just why couldn't you?
Yeah, we'll definitely have that conversation as well.
Man like G in that.
100 mil, G. 100 million man in the building, bro. What we saying, G? Tyler DIBLING for 100 M's, bro. That's the price tag that they've set for himself, bro. 2 goals in that. You know what I mean? Cooking though. 19, young. You know what I mean? Probably paying for the future, the future player that he might become. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, man. I think I don't think they're gonna. No one's bidding 100 mil for Tyler DIBLING. But he's good though. He is good. He is a good young player. Yeah, he's young, isn't it? Like I don't know. It's tricky, man. It's like at this age, like I don't know. Like maybe it's just to kind of ward off people in a general sense. Like if you're serious, I'd say 50 mil. Yeah, buy him. Like if you wanted to buy him, then I think 50 million will probably be more than enough to potentially get him. Yeah, no, but he's actually calm though. That's the thing. But he's just not really. I was listening to Savage just as I was getting back inside, and yeah, like the start of the season, you started off like a house on fire in terms of the performances he was putting in. But yeah, over the season now, obviously, and to be honest, the goals and stuff, like you obviously you're gonna look at that. I think you said ends 2 goals or whatever, but I'm not really looking at that anyways. Like I'm not really bothered about his GA at this current moment in time. It's just more about the player. Is he a good player? Is he, you know, someone who can affect games, you know? And I think he can do that at a higher level. So I think, yeah, 50 mil, if you were a Aston Villa, as an example, I think, yeah, you go there, and you could potentially Brighton maybe as well. Like them type of teams, I think, yeah, they should go in for someone like a Tyler Diblin. I don't think buying him at Liverpool, like in my head, I'm just like, we're not a Chelsea. Like we can't just buy all of these youngers and just have them just chilling, going out on low. Like we don't really do that. So he'll just be sitting there, I feel. So it'll be a waste of a signing for Liverpool. But yeah, I think he's like a 50 million type of player. English tax, he's young, potential. We know how it goes anyway with these type of guys. 50 mil, I think that will get you Tyler Diblin. If you want him, grab him. But yeah, man, he's a decent player though. I do like him.
But you say about the GA stuff, right? And I agree. Sometimes it's not all about that. But from what we look at, this is one of the reasons why we complain about Nunes and we complain about Jota and we complain about Diaz, is because they don't offer up the goal contributions to the team and solely left on Salah's shoulders to do what he's doing. So I can't see why we would go and get this guy by listening to what the fan, obviously from a club standpoint, maybe they have their own reasons, but for fans to go, yeah, actually, do you know what? Get him, because the sole conversation is he's only got 2 goals.
But you're not buying him to start. That's the point. That's what I'm saying, is like, you're not signing him. Like, this is why I said Aston Villa, Brighton, Bournemouth, they're signing him to start. Liverpool are not signing this guy to start. You're signing him to sit on the bench behind someone else. Even if you signed another player to play in that position, he's 1,000,000% will never start at Liverpool, not at this stage. I think Liverpool, that would be even naive from Liverpool's standpoint if they were to go and sign a player like that, because of the unfortunate circumstance of if a Salah was to leave. Like, yeah, I mean, like that's too much of a burden for someone to try and come in, and he's not even like a Lamine Yamal talent where you're like, all right, cool. Do you know what I mean? Fuck it. Do you know what I mean? If you're at this level, we don't mind you taking over Messi or whatever, you know, kind of thing, because we can see there's talent of that quality. He's got quality, don't get twisted. And I don't want to take away from his ability, because I do think he's got bags of ability. But yeah, I think Aston Villa, Bournemouth, Brighton, you know, them type of teams, definitely, yeah, go in for him. And I think he'll do well for you over a period of time. But for Liverpool, nah, man, like, I wouldn't sign him. I'll be like, nah, that's just, we ain't got money to spend anyways. Like, do you know what I mean? We think we could go out and spend 50 million on this guy and just have him just doing nothing, scoring 3 goals a season. Like,
what were we signing when we got Rio anyway? But
I mean, he's at a higher level than Rio, but yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, like,
yeah, I mean, like, he's at a higher level, so the trade-off is the money in it.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's 50 mil worth more than Rio at the moment, even with that. So that's what I mean. But you are right.
Yeah, no, it's true. No, it's true.
Is that your daily Rio mention, Saf?
Yeah,
Just wait for G's daily Musiala mention, and then we're good, bro.
We'll get there. Nah, we'll get there.
Like, I also saw that. Hey, listen. Hey, no conspiracy, but I also heard and saw. Apparently, the reason why they deleted the clips was because of Trent. Still, that you know, Rio was cooking him.
No, and we're not going to do this. We're not going to do this. You're not going to put
conspiracy.
But yeah, I did that on Trent's name on the way out, blood.
No, that's what I heard. That's why they had to delete it, because it was just like, we can't let this get out.
If that's the case and Trent's leaving, then I expect him to release it in about a week. They're going to make Trent look worse, bro. They're going to be like, this is why we didn't offer him even more than 300 mil, because he's getting skinned by 16-year-olds and that, bro.
I still don't get why it was deleted, though. Like, I don't really understand that, though.
Yeah, when you have clubs like Real Madrid about the place, bro.
Like them thingy ones, bro. You know, the ones when like Adidas and that got into it. So listen, you can't have man and inside training in our sponsors getting done by this little youth. But while we're here, does he have a sponsor? You know them ones.
Does he have?
While we're here,
he's mad what goes on the marketing, though, isn't it? Like that people ain't privy to. Like companies really do get involved in stuff to like, no, you can't be doing that in Adidas boots, blood.
You gotta be selling these kits and these boots.
Yeah, like who was it not long ago? You should probably remember. Probably about 2-3 weeks ago, someone's Puma boots tore in the first half, and then it was Cucurella, wasn't it? He kept slipping.
Oh yes. And
he had Puma boots on, and then he slipped, and then he put more on, and then he did it again.
Yeah. And
then it showed that the boot had a rip in it, and I'm like, brother, that Puma contract. Then I think he put some other boots on and said, yeah, that Puma contract's getting dashed in the bin after this game, blood.
Yeah, man, have me out here slipping, and he had a really good game as well. Man, just have me out here slipping and sliding.
Mad.
And treating man like Jay from WWE, bro. Man just slipping and sliding everywhere. Shit. Hey, looking forward to that. You know what I mean? Next week's Raw, blood. It's gonna be vibey still. All right, let's shift the conversation then, lads. Big up to Abdul as well. I saw your comment, bro. Love for the love, everyone in the building, man. Saw this. Let's make that a little bit big up there with me, lads. Let's get you guys back in. I saw this obviously on the Talk Sport Twitter page about Isak. You know, about obviously we're targeting him. I also saw it from you guys, indie man. I see you guys love this indie guy, man. So I thought I'd share what he said as well. But Newcastle are looking to get Gomez and Quansah. We know from like last summer there was conversations about Quansah and potentially Gomez. Do you guys see this still happening? Like Quansah go and Gomez go to Newcastle, and that could then be the catalyst to get Isak in the building.
I do see Gomez going to Newcastle, not Quansah. But I could see Gomez going there. But I don't know about swap deal though. I can see Gomez going there anyway.
Well, like not even like a swap, but you know, like part exchange, bit of money on the side as well. But just you know what I mean, send them over there and.
It's very possible, bro. I think Newcastle will definitely want something other than because they don't need money. So I think they would want something more than just the money. You know what I mean? So they'd have to run around and replace people, but also like with Gomez's terrible injury record, I think he'll do good at Newcastle. If he was fit all the time, I think he'll do great at Newcastle. Fits them straight away. The experience is there and that. And I just don't see us selling Quansah. I say I don't see us selling Quansah. I could be wrong, bro, because Klopp brought him through and Edwards and that about now. They'll slang a young one. They don't care, bro.
That's true, you know.
Yeah. No. I mean, I would do it. I mean, why not? Innit? Like, why would I keep Gomez and Quansah? Like, if I can get a way better player than both of those two combined, bro, you're gonna do that, innit? So I would do it, but I don't know if Liverpool would run it like.
So but then that means you put yourself in a different position then, because we already need a centre back, even with the centre backs you already have. Quansah's still here, Gomez is still here. So if we then go and give Newcastle two of them and we still need one, did that mean we need three? Or do we need
you might just get two. You might just get two and you might just change the two, or it might even be the exact same two players that you was gonna sign. This actually makes it better for you because now you don't have to worry about finding a spot for them in the team. They're gonna take the spot has now opened up for these players. Whereas Quansah and Gomez stay, and you're like, I do want to sign these two lads, but I've got these two guys here. Do you know what I mean? Like they're just kind of in the way. Well, you know what? Now they're gone. I've got two spaces opened up. Savage, you said it the other day. Butter does not rotate like that, especially in defense. He doesn't have to. So and I'm sure I've heard him say he wants a smaller squad. Like he likes working with a small squad. No, we're not saying
so like 15, 16 or something like that.
Do you get what I mean? So you know, I feel like you know he wants the squad to not be maybe as bloated potentially as it is now, and just players that he can rely upon. Though he can't rely upon Gomez. He can't rely upon people potentially like a Konate. He can't rely upon Bradley. Like there's a lot of players in the team that he can't really rely upon them to really stand the test of time throughout a season. He might be signing players that we don't know of potentially. That he might be like, no, I can trust this guy full season. Not saying that man can't get injured, but I'm saying like if it's going to be an injury, it's going to probably be a contact injury more than man walked up the stairs one day and picked up a mad injury like all of these guys seem to always get. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So it could be that, man. Honestly, it could be that.
I don't know, man, because I put him in the team, bro. You know when we build the team, well, my team, because for some reason it's just attached to me, even though you guys were sitting there when I did it as well. I didn't care.
I mean, you named the team. Me and Savage we just comment on the team that gets put out.
No, it's our team because we agree on.
Definitely not our team. Please do not attach me to the team that you put out, bro. I'm not involved.
All right, Sav, is it our team?
No, because that Jerkers in it, bro. That ain't my team.
It had who in it?
Jerkers.
Oh, you call him Jerkers, isn't it? Nah, don't do that to him, man. He ain't that bad, bro.
Hey, man. To that point, I think Trudon just said in the chat as well, if them two go, something about the homegrown quota and that. Yeah, that'll be filled up by the youngsters. I promise, bro. Like, I promise one thing. Liverpool ain't dropping. They're not losing two homegrowns and buying two more. They're just going to use the ones that we've already got.
Yeah, you know this homegrown thing, bro. That's not a problem, bro. Like, you know, when we were like, remember there was a thing, remember like a couple of years ago, everyone kept banging on like, yo, we need bro, clubs do not worry in England anyway, maybe in other countries. In England, I promise you, do the research. Clubs do not worry about that at all in England. Do you know how you know they don't worry? Wolves have been signing Portuguese players for the longest. Have you ever seen them stress about, homegrown quota and that? Bro, that's not a thing that the clubs will need to stress about. It's not really a thing like that. Like, you have enough, as Savage said, bro. You just pluck. I don't know, like, as an example, maybe Tyler Morton, as an example.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Into that category.
All of these, man.
Yeah, man.
So what? Yeah, you're right, because obviously in the other ones they're more filtered with the homegrown players, and then they add the foreign
like in the league,
around.
most of the players are Spanish.
But for our teams and stuff, I feel like it's the other way. Not for Liverpool. I feel like we've got a good balance, to be fair. But like looking around, I feel like the other teams just like, as long as we just hit the quota, we're cool, and we'll fill it up with, whoever else.
We got to colonize the league in it, bro. No, you know what I mean.
Look at Chelsea. When was the last time Chelsea signed an English player?
What, they got Sancho on loan, didn't they? They got Sancho on loan. Is he going back? I saw that they said they could, in the contract it has like a 5 million they can send him back, but they would have to pay 5 mil. That's mad still, man. But yeah, Isak, listen, he's the one that we want, and it looks like he's the one we're planning to push and get. I don't know if he's going to come in.
One of these attackers, man, because I see that I've seen the Arsenal and Gyökeres thing, blood, them having meetings if he's going now. These two probably would say are the top strikers available, seemingly available out there. And I say top with quotation marks in that car. I don't like the standard of football right now, but so if that's them two and it's Arsenal, Liverpool, and we're first and second in the Premier League, we can't have Arsenal taking one of them and then we don't get
and we don't get one of them.
Nah, that'll be mad. At Manchester City, like, you're like, bro, we need a star striker ourselves, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we have to. We can't afford for them to just pick up and we don't get none. Big up Grams. I see Osimhen, bro. He's there, innit? I don't know if he has a release clause, but I would take him. I don't know if he has one though.
I like Osimhen. Seems to like where he's playing though.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know.
But then again, he really hates Napoli though, so maybe that's just one of them ones.
That's true.
Where he just hated where he was, so he just decided, like, the next.
But you know, players who go to Turkey, I always feel like they like, it seems, obviously I don't know innit, and I don't watch the Turkish league, but they seem like they get mad love over there, like mad love, bro. Like, it seems mad.
Yeah. It's always like that, bro. When it's a predominantly Muslim country and that, bro, they treat man properly, bro.
Yeah, it's true.
EKITIKE, man, HUGO and them, man. I don't know. We're monitoring. I saw that, and that's what we're doing at the moment. We've sent scouts and we're monitoring him. I don't know if you guys have watched anything about him. I'm not gonna say I have. I haven't. I just seen that his name comes up, and a lot of people are saying he's good. I saw, was it the under 21s? He scored a hat trick the other day, and I was like, okay, all right, fairs, look good there. But what do you guys make of him, bro? Because I've not watched him like that.
He's good.
But I keep seeing his name getting pushed as a potential striker for us as well.
For Liverpool, I don't know, bro. I don't know about him, but he's good though. He is good. I've seen quite a lot of him in the Bundesliga, innit? So I don't know what Liverpool's looking for, to be honest, man. You want more? I don't know if they want more of an established striker, someone who's got a little bit more experience. He's still young, which is good, but also lacks experience. So I don't know. It's going to be very interesting, man, because obviously we're doing this on the basis of what team we've got at the moment. We don't even know if the other two are, well, especially Salah. That's always going to be the interesting one. Is Salah staying or going? But I think if Salah does go, bro, you need better. You need better, or you need him plus another person.
Him and Isak.
Bad boy, like.
Yeah. Should be moving like that. Two of them, bro. It should be treating Salah as such, to be honest. If Salah is going to move on, people should be treating him, the club, they should be treating it as such that you've just lost somebody who has got whatever, times two worth the goals and assists or whatever of two players and replace him like that. So you take two of them. two bad boy young talents, or one established and one young one, or a 10 and a striker. Yeah, I mean, if you got, because nothing's gonna, like I said, we said this many times, but nothing's gonna replace Salah. If you brought him and Shirky, and I'll take both of them. Cooking.
Yeah, I see John saying that EKITIKE is good. I can't lie. Graham saying he's tidy on the ball. No, he does.
You know what he is though. He's like in my mind. You see players like him. I'm like, why would I sign him when I could just sign Isak? Because Isak is the better version of him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he's calm. Like he's actually so calm. But like even if Salah was to stay, like I'm still looking at it thinking, bro, you can't go into the season and say, yeah, I'm going to use him up front because he's not. So I was literally reading something yesterday. He's not a consistent goal scorer like that. He's actually someone who, like Nunez, they take a lot of shots and they need a lot of shots to get.
That's why I said two players, not one. Because you're right.
Yeah. Like I can't really just bro. You guys that in the chat, bro. We sit here on Enzo channel every time after every game, every stream, and we cuss the life out of these attackers. I promise you, he will just be another brother you're just gonna cuss. Like he's not gonna score consistently enough for you to be like, oh my goodness. And I'm not saying Salah numbers, I'm not saying Haaland numbers, that's like out of this world, but I'm just saying it won't be enough to satisfy your own need in terms of this guy. I'm not saying listen, Isak can come and flop 100%, but I'm probably more confident in Isak coming in and being the guy than EKITIKE. But listen, man, Savage is right. If you're gonna sign him and maybe someone else, great. But I don't want any projects no more, like in vital areas. I'm kind of tired of it. I'm kind of bored of it because all it is all right. Let's give this guy 3 years. 3 years now, man, are looking to ship Nunez out. Like, what are we doing here, man? Let's just get the guy who can kind of come in now and hit the ground running, and we don't necessarily have to worry about his quality. We're more worried about can he fit our style of football. Get me one of those players. But some of the names I'm seeing and some of the players, I'm like, yeah, they're good, but now we got to worry his quality.
What's his price tag at the moment?
I didn't see what his price tag is, but I can quickly go and check on. Let me see.
Frankly, I just lost Mamouche as well, so I don't know how much they're trying to. You know what I mean?
What was that?
They just sold Mamouche.
Yeah, they just sold Mamouche in it. So.
Oh yeah. I thought they would have shown a price tag on here. I'm looking at SofaScore. Normally they have a little price tag, don't they?
If you go transfer market,
it says 38. It says 38 mil, 38 euros, 38 million euros for him.
He's good.
So I'll say about 50 odd, give or take.
I'll take him and Harry Kane though together.
Oh, Savage, come on, bro! I'll take Harry Kane by himself. I don't need.
No, I'm just saying, get both of them. Fuck it, bro.
Yeah, bro. I definitely agree with that. Definitely.
Man said keep Nunez. I don't know. Yeah.
No. Ramsey on my G, No.
We ain't trying to do that one. I did bring this up yesterday, but we didn't really get to kind of speak about it because it was more around, the other players in the conversation. But this one's an interesting one because Arsenal said they've locked him down. Liverpool went for him in the summer and he turned us down. And if that's the kind of money that he's looking to go for, shouldn't we just go back in again then? Because now we know what kind of money we're talking about instead of like scrimping and straight. I felt like when we went for him, it was way more than this. What are you guys saying? Zubimendi, would you go back in?
No, it was this price. That was
it this price? Was it?
Why do
I feel like it was more?
He has a release clause. Well, he had a release clause. Whether he's still got that release clause, I don't know how it kind of works. But no, depends, isn't it? Like
he still seemingly doesn't want to come to the. It seems.
Yeah, he would have come. Like,
it looks like he don't want to come to the Prem more than the clubs.
Yeah.
It seems like that, which is not. We've seen that with like it's normally Italians who do that, innit? They don't really like leaving Italy, but it seems like he doesn't want to. I don't know, bro.
Because he's
yeah. See, Michael said the same thing. He wants to stay in the Liga. That's what I was thinking. Because he don't want to ship his whole life away, man. It's just like
he's the only one that we know for guaranteed our gaffer wanted. Like we know he's definitely that profile of player. He's guaranteed the one he wanted. So surely, is there another Zubimendi type of player out there we can go up get? Or what do we do then? Because we know he definitely wanted this brother.
This is where the Moneyball thing comes in, bro. This is what they use it for, innit? So lightly, I mean, I know it's Hughes, innit? I don't know much about him, but Got Edwards. That's what Edwards would do. Go and find, based on data, the closest thing to Zubimendi for cheaper and go get it. Which I'm not privy to based on the stats. I don't really know, but it's probably gonna be it, man. I don't know who it would be though.
Gonna have to try.
Because I can't. It's hard for us fans, isn't it? Because we all got like particular styles of play that we like and stuff. But at the end of the day, I said it to you at the beginning of last season, and then you went and checked on him, and straight away you was like, yeah, Edison, yeah. But then I realized that Slot don't want that type of player. I was like, oh shit. So that's the player. That's all I could think of for ages. So you're getting against one in that mode, I guess.
Hey, you know it's crazy because you wanted him, I wanted like Kefren Turan for ages because I felt like what Gravenberch is doing, that's what he would have done anyway. Which is
looking at Grav and then looking at because Kefren, I really like watching him play football, man. It's good, bro.
Yeah,
but don't get twisted though. The Kefren thing, even though I don't rate him as highly as like Zubimendi and Edison, that's a Thiago Motta tax. Bro, he just got sacked the other day.
Yeah,
Juve have been absolutely dog shit in my opinion this season, bro. They've been drawing. Like it's actually, we say that Liverpool been boring. No, they've been boring. Like they've been so boring to watch. So I give the blight of Kefren. Like I wouldn't, anyone who fucks with Kefren, I'm like no, I'll give him another season. You know what I mean? Like let him play under a different manager. Let me see what that looks like. Kind of thing, because he's been okay. He's been okay enough in a shit Juve team, in my opinion. Yeah, see.
Well, all right. So you man saying no sloppy seconds, as I see in the chat. I hear it, bro. And said, nah.
Listen, I would go in for him, bro. Of course, if we can get him, then get him. But
I'm kind of like I mean, I'm not like that anyway. I'm so past this stuff, but like we have to. We don't have to do anything. We as friends, you lot can do what you like, innit? But you see this thing, I know G's like that as well. I'm not on this like, he turned us down, so then he got. But I don't care, bro.
Yeah, I don't care.
And the thing is, fans are fickle. They won't care if he comes in and cooks, bro. Because you know how many players that we've ended up getting after a long period of time that we're cooking, and then you find out that Liverpool went in for them before, and you go, why didn't we get them then? And it's probably something to do with the player. So. I don't give a damn if I don't give a damn if a player turns us down 3 times, comes in and then he's cold for us. Two couple of goals in that, bro, and a screamer.
Change your mind, innit?
You get me? Yeah. I don't. We just want our club to be the best, innit? And if we're gonna do this sacrificing morals thing and that, because it's quite funny to me that even people that weren't cooking Klopp and that, but when you go, what's the positives? What are you looking forward to? Not a negative on Klopp, just what you're looking forward to. Everyone said the same stuff. Yeah, I'm look, because now we can do that. Stop doing that Klopp type player thing, and now we can stop doing the, we don't sign blah blah blah, bro. And we're doing the same thing now because now we're doing the Zubimendi slot type player, innit? So it's like we went from we don't want to, now we're doing that with him, the same thing. It's like, and then everyone's got we got a no dickhead policy. We don't sign dickheads. I don't care. But in fact, that's why we get bullied because we don't have enough dickheads, bro. As soon as I saw Konya like trying to strangle up his boss and that, I'm like, sign him, bro. He's passionate, bro. Yeah.
He wants to win, innit? He's got that win.
I don't want to sign them kind of players in that, but then we get bullied by Joel Linton for a whole cup final. Bro, we need some of those players, bro. There's a mix in it. You have a mix in it, and they get a little bit more discipline when they respect the club they're at a little bit more. You get me? He's at Wolves, bro. I'm not saying that he disrespects Wolves entirely. But certain man can't talk to him there because clearly when they're trying to talk to him, he's looking at them like, bro, you're not even above my level. And I was on the bench with Betty for the whole time. You come to Liverpool, it's a little bit different. Everyone's pristine and talking to each other a certain way. And you got Virgil looking at you like, big man, who you talking to? Same Wolves, bro. You get me? And then you settle down a little piece and you play your football. So there's nothing wrong with it. Remember, a lot of these men are not dickheads in real life. They're dickheads on the football pitch, which is okay, bro. There's nothing wrong with that at all. We've come up against people like Costa and that for for Charles. All these men, I'm like, brother, I want so get them in, bro. Because when they play against us, they just bully us anyway. You think man don't think that Edison's like that as well? He'll clamp you up in a headlock if it needs be, bro. You know what I mean? That's why me and G was laughing at the Isak celebration, bro, because it's against us and that, but bit of personality in it.
No, fact.
I don't get the time, but half wanted to like. That you forget for a second that you're a Liverpool fan and you're like, that's cold. And you're like, oh, you bastard. But, yeah, man, I think get that in there, man, because we don't have people who are just gonna clamp man anymore. Like we used to put Millie on, let him clamp man, show him what I go on. Now everyone just wants to be nice. Robbo's getting older and he's getting more mellow in his older age, and he's not even old, bro, but he's over it, man. So I think because we're gonna lose out on bare players if we keep doing that. Yeah, I don't think it's people change as well.
Sticking to that though about the the enforcer type player, bro. I saw this and I was like, oh, no, I definitely love you, bro. I definitely love the way you play. This man comes in and you already know what time it is. Know what? He doesn't care who you are. He'll put a tackle on you, bro. But the problem we have with him is I wish we had a player similar to him, but maybe even like just taller, maybe a bit more of a presence in there. Even though Wataru offers presence when he steps on the pitch, you know he's about, because no attacker midfielder can sleep when he's about. But I'd love if we had someone else in there as well, man. And that's not to say let's just throw him away, but I'd love to have, even in the Edison mode, as Sav was pushing last season, but no one kind of wanted him. And then we got to a stage when everyone was saying we wanted him, but didn't realize Slot didn't really want him. So he's just like, okay, fair enough. But you can see how vital players like this are in your team when no, we're getting bullied, and he jumps on the pitch and he's clamped 2 players already. That settles down their midfield, because now they're just like, you know what? Can't even breathe around with this brother around, can't turn. You start looking over your shoulder because you don't know where he's coming from. But he's probably going to leave in the summer, I reckon. But we definitely need a player like him in the team. You can't not have a player like this in your team. Who out there do you think we should go and get if we can't? If he doesn't stay, who can we go and get for it?
Endo type player, man.
What, a guy who's not really going to play, but...
Or if you can find someone that you can blend it, that we can play, but maybe, not all the time. I say not all the time because it's the same as Wataru, but plays more than what Wataru has done so far.
I actually think that's just more to do with Slot than it is to do with Wataru, though.
Okay.
Because the reality is he was playing under Klopp. So what he's doing now, he's always been doing, not doing anything different. The only difference now is the role that Slot is asking from his midfield as opposed to what Klopp was asking from his midfield at the time. Gravenberch being that case in point. So yeah, really and truly, if Slot wants that type of midfield, then yeah, like I don't know who you go and sign, like I don't know, like Tonali or something, like someone of that kind of.
Yeah. If it's to start, someone like Tonali. If it's somebody who's happy to be on the bench, not happy, but is willing to know their role in that, then you go for someone who's already experienced and probably won stuff already, and done, and they're not like, they want a new challenge and all that stuff, but they've accepted what they can do in the game. Because I think the thing with Slot and him is I've kind of figured it out. The way Slot plays him and when he brings him on tells me that he just doesn't trust Wataru's legs, not the way he plays football, because he's putting him against these men when they're already tired. He's throwing them on. He's not throwing on Wataru before the 70th minute most of the time. So that means 20 minutes left of the game and Liverpool's already ran this other team ragged. They might have made a couple of subs, bring on Wataru, let him clamp these men. And then he's clamping up tired strikers, and that, which is not a bad thing. It's a really good way to play him, and I think he can do more. But just judging off Slot's actions, I don't think Slot does think that.
Because even watching, and like what we said earlier in the stream, right?
Japan.
These players go away when they go and play, because this man for his country is unreal, man. If you guys watch him, I know you guys do, but anyone in the chat, if you don't, watch him play, bro. Honestly, he still offers that for Liverpool, but he offers so much more for that. When they said, "Oh, you can't play in a half turn," and his passing ain't all good, and I'm like,
"No, it's just that his safety first for Liverpool." You're right. He definitely can do it, man. That's why he definitely can pass the ball. That's why his pass completion was better than everyone else's, bro. Pass the ball in that, bro. And you've seen last season in particular, you saw a few specks here and there, little screamer, headers, little through ball. Not often, but you saw it. It was there. But he's more safety. Like, they put him in that role. And you know how these men follow instructions, blood. You know how these men follow instructions. That's what you want to do, boss. All right, say no more. I'm going to do exactly what you said, bro. Now, I ain't do no frills. I ain't do no step overs. I'm not doing no drag backs or Cruyffs. He said, get the ball off Virgil and play it to them, man. Safe. I'm going to do that. And that's what he does. And also Endo, when they get the ball, clamp my man, say no more, gum shield.
Yeah.
Just does it, man. You can tell he follows instructions so well, bro. He's good, man.
Hey, kids, we mentioned Bajcetic yesterday, loads, bro, but
Yeah, you gotta refer to him by his real name, blood. That's Sergio.
Sergio. Yeah, Sergio Bajcetic next season.
Yeah,
Maybe
man.
he's the guy, man. Sav G, do you have any streams coming up today or tomorrow? Before we head out.
Just a Trent like replacement video. That's it. I'll do that later on.
Okay, fairs.
Yeah, gotta look at all the positions, man. All the positions that we need. Thing. Just gonna give me 2 cents. Musiala will not be in any of the videos.
We'll see. I'm sure there's gonna be. Do you know when there's gonna be a comparison? I guarantee you, first thing is like, oh yeah, it does, yeah, like blah blah blah. I guarantee you. What about you, Sav?
Nah, I'm a YouTube scrub now, blood. I just live life and drop videos here and there, blood. You know them way.
Nah, I hear it, man. Listen, Sav's
burnout. They call it burnout. That's me, blood. Burnout, blood.
Don't worry, man. We get full rest after the Premier League. Reset after the Premier League win. We'll go again.
No jokes, man. I'm just planning behind the scenes, man. Background and I'm trying to do some things in that, bro. But yeah, man. Let man know.
Cool. Guys, their links. I say their links, their channels is in the title, so it's very easy. The blue highlighted link, just click it, subscribe to the man, and then we'll go from there. I'm sure most of you have. If you haven't, please go and do that. Members, look forward to Who Said What episode 3 should be out hopefully by the end of today. If not, it'll be out first thing in the morning for you guys, so you guys can watch that, and then it'll be out for the general public. Apart from that, I don't think there's anything else man are doing later, but apparently DIBLING is 100 mil, and apparently that we're going to swap Quansah Gomez for Isak. Let me know in the comments, man. I would love to know what you guys think if you're watching this on the replay. It should be interesting. That summer's going to be cold.
Sound like he goes to Hogwarts, but Tyler DIBLING.
Hey, quick one. What house would he be in if he was in Hogwarts?
Puff.
Savage. That's exactly what I was gonna say, bro. I don't know why, but he just looks like a Hufflepuff, bro. I don't know. That's sick. How do we both say that's mad? That is mad. Hufflepuff, bro. Hufflepuff.
Yeah, one Hufflepuff and Ravenclaw pussies, bro.
No, you know Ravenclaw. Yeah, I always felt like they were like they kind of slide. They kind of slide, little piece. Like
they just sound cooler than. Because
they normally had all the snitches though, the ones that are like, oh, we're just prefects and stuff like that.
Didn't Hufflepuff have the girl though?
No, I feel like that was Ravenclaw. Didn't have the little Asian thing.
The Oriental Jones in there. Well, Harry was
the Oriental
thing,
the actual Asian
guys.
Oh, the Quansah thing.
Yeah, let's go. Peace.